Regret, Mr. President, that the various departments of government entrusted with the responsibility of checking and regulating the influx of firearms into Nigeria have woefully failed in the discharge of this all-important duty. The combined effect of Section 3 and 4 of the Firearms Act respectively restrict the possession of firearms among persons. Section 3 of the Firearms Act, Mr. President, specifically mentioned that no person should possess the category of firearms as seen with these heartless persons unless that person is granted a license by Mr. President himself. Section 4 of the Act gave the Inspector General of Police the power to issue license for people with less lethal firearms. But one does not need to ask whether all the firearms bearing elements ranging from kidnappers, armed robbers, armed herdsmen, cattle rustlers, cultists, etc., got their licenses from these appropriate quarters, because the answer is simply, clearly, and emphatic no. Then the question goes to the effect that why the proliferation of these weapons?
The problem in this country is our inability to enforce our laws. The law is there. Sections 3 and 4 of the Firearms Act is prohibiting certain category of firearms unless you are properly licensed to do so. But in our society, we will wait for a presidential order or IG directing before police officers will do their job. And therefore, we have this accumulated proliferation of firearms all over the entire country. And therefore, we are all endangered species. If you don't have one, then you're in trouble. Even if you have one and you don't mean harm, the person who has one and who means harm, you're in trouble.
I have had suggestions and views on inviting service chiefs and security personnel to come here and brief us on the issue of firearms. But no matter how many of them we invite here, the central issue is that the political class are complicit in the proliferation of arms in Nigeria. It is not possible for our security agencies to bring an end to the violence, the killings, the bloodshed, and the proliferation of arms in this country as long as the political class include violence as part of their strategy to retain political power or to assume public office. Mr. President, we are becoming an AK-47 nation. People are killed every day. Our country is becoming a failed state. From Benue to Zamfara to Kaduna to Taraba, we seem to have become hopeless and helpless, while thousands of innocent people are dying.
Nigeria is for everybody. And the rate of killings, the inadequate and poor response by the security agencies to address this. And as we say, how easy it is now for individuals to be armed, the way individuals are carrying AK-47 as if they're just carrying an accessory. So what do we do? And I think in going to the prayers, I'd like us to say, what do we do? How do we assess, how can we stop this proliferation, or how easy it is for some of our fellow citizens who have been able to get access to arms so easily. What can we do about it? How do we address and giving support to different security agencies? So when